All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. Can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll.
I'm going to come back to you.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Let's do this.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Come to my work.
20.
On second down, McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
20.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Wahoo.
The shotgun snap for Newton.
All over you.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10.
18.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's coming this way. This way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Boom.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check it out.
On second down, it's Gordon.
Come on. Bring him in.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Protein spill. Strong right. Strong right. Here we go.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Set. 180.
Mike's fofo. Let's go.
Gun.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He finds McKinnon, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Mike, 44. All right, D, let's. All right, D.
Gun.
44 is Mike.
Back to throw, Newton. And he fires one incomplete. Anthony Johnson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Newton to throw. That's to his running back, complete. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Check.
Express. 8.
44 is the ball. 44 is Mike. Check. They can't hang with us. Fofo's the Mike.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Here we go.
Buying time to his left. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Rodgers going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He's going to field this at the 4. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. And never bought the play-action fake.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
You got him.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Win the rep. Let's go right here. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Stay with your man.
Gun.
49, guys.
Off.
49.
Don't let him breathe.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He finds some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Check.
Gun.
Foxtrot.
Now it's Newton. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again. Newton dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Great. 20.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the six. Watch the ship.
From the gun, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Smoke.
To the air again, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check.
Throwing again is Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Set. 180.
Mike, 44.
You must be dreaming.
Check nickel.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Newton on 3rd and goal.
I'm here all day.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me
partner. I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, But which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come off the ball hard. Hey, watch Sam. Watch
Inside.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rabbit.
Gray.
Mike's 40.
Operating from the gun. Newton over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Throwing is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike's fofo. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Gray.
44's the Mike. 44's
Delta.
Watch the pass. 44. Mike, 44. It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time.
8.
Mike, check. You don't want none, baby.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Come on, fellas.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
All day, baby, all day.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play, don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Let's get it together.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. It's a party now.
Working from the gun. Rodgers flushed out right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the gun, Newton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, his 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Rogers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Easy work.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 41 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possession.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
You ain't got nothing. Over.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, 88.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rogers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rogers. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 84 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch.
Now Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You don't want no problem.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Check. Hey, 88.
Fresno.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
26.
Hey, watch Sam.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Come on, baby, let's
let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Rodgers now a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Keep playing hard.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there.
Check.
Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check the outs.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey.
Run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike, 44.
Great.
He's scared. 44 is the Mike. 44. Check.
This is McCaffrey.
Let's go.
And they will only muster a yard here to the
I'm going to
38.
hit you all day, baby.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A shotgun snap for Newton. And an alley to run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 24.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Keenan Allen, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Silver. Check.
Here's Gordon. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go, fellas.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.